Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my second channel. Today we are talking about another season 4 episode. Now this episode is called Terrible Tuesday. Now on the Wikipedia it says season 6 episode 4. Basically Number Blocks does not have a season 6. It is season 4 episode 19. But before this video starts, guys, this video is not mine, so credits to Number Blocks for me to use this video. Now with that out of the way, let's get into this video. So the air date of this episode is July 18th, 2019, and the level is yellow level 3. The director is Simon Taylor. And the writers, of course, are there. So the previous was The Lair of Shares. Next is Divide and Drive. We're not gonna read this bit. The synthesis. So Numberland is being invaded by the terrible twos who are playing How Many Twos, getting ready to mess around with the number blocks. So the characters in this episode are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 14, 17, 18, and the terrible twos. Obviously, there are some number blocks characters that aren't actually in this episode. The plot is, in Numberland, 5 and 6 are playing hopscotch. All of the sudden, starships that the terrible twos are plotting arrive, and their ship's factor beams are said to divide into twos. 6 is caught in one of the terrible twos' factor beams, scaring 5 as she hides in a bush to evade capture. She witnesses 6 being divided into 3 twos. The 3 twos attempt to add back up, but it mysteriously doesn't work. 5 soon decides to head off for help. Meanwhile, 14 is skateboarding when the terrible two suddenly come in. 8 attempts to protect him. Unfortunately, his attempt to protect him is fruitless, as they instead both get divided into twos. 8 into 4 twos and 14 into 7 twos. One of the terrible twos soon proceed to go after 17 next, who proceeds to make a painting of their ships, and it's greater than 14. While 17 is distracted, the blue terrible two proceeds to try and split him into 8 twos. Unfortunately, there is a remainder of 1, which causes his ship to malfunction and crash. The blue terrible two tries to locate the reset switch. While distracted, 5 takes the opportunity to hijack it, setting its factor to 5. 5 has a hard time trying to use it, accidentally dividing 10 into 2 5s and picking up 17 on accident. The ship tries to divide 17 into 5s. However, the result is 3 with a remainder of 2. 5 soon learns that the fractionization beam wasn't meant to take any kind of remainder in mind. If there are any blocks that can't be divided by the plot's number, the division will fail. Upon landing, she ponders on how to stop them. As it turns out, the only number block that can divide 2 is 1, due to leaving no remainders behind. 5 proceeds to split into 4 and 1. 1 plot pilots the ship and proceeds off to stop them. This works and they are divided into 1s. Unfortunately enough, the effects for the factor beam wears off on them, as they soon add back into the terrible twos retreat from Numberland in their ships. Obviously, I'm very sorry because 17 is the only prime number. Oh yes, apparently in this episode 17 is the only prime number, along with 5 in this episode as well, and 2. Trivia. There's a teeny tiny error where Octoblock's shield is loaded by the subtitles as auto block shield. What? What? 18 is the biggest number in this episode. Considering primes, 17 is the biggest. 8 saying, I dealt with the terrible twos before, is a reference to Octoblock to the rescue. That's basically a season 3 episode, I think. However, he wasn't able to deal with the terrible twos on his own. Upon the blue terrible two being divided into ones, they proceed to say ba, then double ba when they land. This is likely a reference to the normal twos. Ah, another me, double another me. Line from the terrible twos and Ronnie's debut episode. Oh yeah, when the normal twos saw the terrible twos. This is the 3rd episode where it takes only one can X, literally seeing as one stopped the terrible twos single-handed. This is also the only time where it's not even mentioned by a character. Despite being an episode about remainders, it comes before divide and drive. This is likely because the division sign wasn't used in this episode. 8 is the only number block to be shown back into his normal self after the terrible twos got divided. Meanwhile, 18 is the only divisible number block who manages to successfully escape them. 10 escaped them as well, but couldn't get past 5, although 5's dividing was an accident. When Pink Terrible 2 says, how many twos is too many twos, amigo? The word amigo is Spanish language meaning friend. The term amigo is something the terrible twos consistently refer to each other as. And now we know about the terrible twos, let's look at the characters that actually were absent in this episode. So the characters that were actually absent are 3, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 19, and 20. So those are the number blocks that were absent in this episode. And let me have a look at this gallery. I might probably try and have a look at it. We did this before with the Sign of the Times episode. If you have a look at yesterday's, I think it was yesterday's video or something. I can't remember. So there are 10 images. The terrible two strike again. A cursed image of 8. That is so cursed. This is a cursed image. Another cursed image. Ew! That looks like 18 from what's the episode again? Loop the Loop. That looks so funny. 5 is stuck, and then that's 5 and 6 playing the hopscotch. And then 5 with the UFO. And then there's 17 and 5. 17 is in his the odd block thing. And then there's 5 again. And then 5 again. And obviously 17 getting divided into 5. But obviously the 2 remainder. Oh, that was quite funny. Okay. That was actually very funny because that was funny. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow's video is going to be, the next episode is going to be, I think we're gonna be doing, a season 2 episode, or we'll do another season 4 episode. It is between a season 2 episode or a season 4 episode. So basically, I think I'll do a season 4 episode tomorrow, and it's going to be called Loop the Loop. But make sure to like and subscribe, guys, for more videos like this.